Yeah, g'day, it's Jump Bunny here again with more axe talk. This is interesting. As I said before, collecting axes can become a bit like stamp collecting if you've got enough room and enough money. I don't actually do this anymore, but these are Swedish forest axe. You've got the small forest axe, which was there was a Brit bushcrafter. He's really awesome. He popularized the Swedish small forest axe. This is the forest axe. This is not a full-size axe like the ones I showed you in the last video. These got a long handle. In Sweden, the majority of the wood is pine. It's very soft. In Australia, it's all hardwood. I used to use that's my user there, so I wrapped heaps of Gorilla Tape on there. Doesn't look pretty, does it? But I use it. Never had any problems, no chips, nothing. That's a spare in case I lost this. I used to keep it in my truck in case, so I had one in case someone stole it or something. I've done the same thing on this handle. I've made it, haven't touched the other one, so it's basically new. I've smoothed this handle out because that's how I prefer to have the handles. I like them slipping through my hand, which is someone who actually knows more than me about this is going to say, you dickhead, you shouldn't have done that, but that's how I like to use it. I get a higher, when you chop wood, you can use a smaller axe head and a higher velocity, and you actually sometimes get a lot better result. These axes are quite narrow, so you can see, once again I'm going to fail there, I won't do that. They're quite narrow, they're not wedge shape. A lot of Aussies like to use the big block splitters. I've used them, I don't enjoy using it. They tire you out too quickly. With something like this, which has got a really excellent balance, you can stand there for an hour and do that, no problems, right? But I just thought it's interesting. These are both made by the same smith, and to be perfectly honest, apart from the placement of the GBA symbol, which is very crisp on this one, and his initials, the symbol and his initials are a bit further down, I can't really tell much of a difference, which is, for a handmade item, is bloody excellent. He's got a bit of a crease here on the mask. That's the same crease there. It's just all around very nice, and he's done an excellent job. These are the original handles. I've never had a handle break on me. It's very nice. If you compare the actual, that's 17 centimeters, and that one there, whoops, that one there, I'll do it this way. That one there is 16 and a half. So they're both identical, which, for more or less, I mean, they're individually crafted. They're hammer forged, then they finish them off and hang them themselves. Excellent axe, can't fault it. Hopefully that was interesting. I'll see you on the next one.